Hi everyone, welcome back to video number 4 of the mobility manual. Today's going to be a bit of an odd one out as we're going to focus on rotations. Rotations aren't necessarily linked to a specific domain in CrossFit as the overhead or the squat mobility as previously discussed, but it is something that is very important within overall mobility. And mobility is never one-dimensional, so this is a very important part of mobility overall. As I said, we're going to be focusing on rotation today with the same principles, stretching and strengthening, so let's get right into it. The first stretch for rotation is going to be for the lower back. We're going to do the lumbar rotation. What that means is you lie down on your back, make sure you're nice and relaxed, and pick the feet together. From there, you're going to drop both knees to one side. Now, pay attention to what the top knee does. It's not about the bottom knee could easily drop to the floor, but it's about how far you get that top knee there. Meanwhile, you want to keep the shoulders relaxed on the floor and keep it here for about 30 seconds to 1 minute per side. Then switch and rotate the other way. Now, if you want to feel it slightly higher up in the back, you pull the knees more towards you and rotate from there. If the stretch isn't deep enough, you can still put some extra pressure with your hand, but remember, it's all about the top knee, so try to keep the knees together. Alright, that was stretch number 1. Then we go into stretch number 2. That's something that's also for the back. It's also very nice for an overhead mobility drill. So what you do is you come into a squat position at the wall or at a bench, wherever you've got support for your back. It's going to be a bit easier as well because you don't need to keep the balance. So you need to have a wall behind you, and from there, elbows on the inside of the knees. One hand is going to face the hand palm towards the palm of the hand towards the wall. You're going to try and keep it as close to the wall as possible. Make sure you look in the direction of your hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to keep in contact with the wall as much as possible. Try to keep the hand as vertical as possible, maybe slightly further if that's easy for you. And for this one, 45 seconds to 1 minute per side. And the last one, it's a cervical rotation. This is something that might be able to unlock your shoulder mobility as it's a neck exercise. The first thing that we want to do for this is pull in the chin. So you want to pull in the chin, make a double chin for yourself. It's not very charming, but it does work. So pull in the chin. From there, you're going to look over your shoulder as far as possible. Now you see my rotation isn't very good, so what I do is I pull it in, push it on, and if I notice that there's a sticking point, I could push it slightly further with my hand and keep it there for about 10 to 25 seconds. If this hurts, don't go too far. Keep it there for the minimum amount of time required and then work for the other side. Want to do both sides twice in this one. So 2 times 10 to 25 seconds a side. Straight into the strength. Now one of the warming up exercises we often do is a rotation for the upper back. So you get into a hands and knees position. You place one hand behind the head. You rotate in towards the elbow and rotate outwards as far as you can up. You try to keep it there, keep the control, as we discussed in the previous videos. Try to keep it there for 2 to 3 seconds. Rotate back in and out as far as you can. On activation in the back muscles by rotating all the way up and looking in the direction that your elbow is pointing. For this one, you want to do it at least 3 times for 8 to 12 repetitions per side. All right. Then we're going to a scorpion kick. For this one, it's very important that you don't just flail around and kick as hard as you can. So the scorpion kick, you can do it this way. Try to keep it nice and controlled. Just bring it up towards the hand as far as you can. Keep the shoulders on the floor. Bring it back to the side. Same idea. And bring it back. Now we've got another variant of this exercise, which we're going to follow up with, which is the prone exercise. Same idea. Try to get towards the hand as far as you can, but keep it controlled. So don't kick them up in order to get as far as you can. Bring it up, controlled, and keep it there for 1 to 2 seconds. For these, you want to do 2 times on both sides, so on the belly and on the back, 5 to 8 reps per side. So let's say both sides twice for 10 reps in total. We've got a last one, which is the banded exo rotation. What you can do, if you don't have a band, you can do clamshells. They look as following. You place your knees in a 90-degree angle and your hips almost in the same angle as well. So kind of a Z shape. From there, you press up on the bottom knee and you press the other knee out. Up like that, also there for 1 to 2 seconds, back down again. You do these for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps on the one side, and switch, go to the other side, like that. If you do have a band, then you want to do it as following. So grab yourself a mini band, you place that around your knees. Then what you do is either you sit down on just a chair or you sit down on the floor. From there you want to rotate outwards, thereby activating the glute medius. This is one of the exercises that will prevent maybe some knee pain and also prevent the knees from caving in during a squat. It's also a great exercise for hip mobility. Yeah, so this is one of the prehab exercises you can do before you squat. So this way, if you have got a band, and the clamshells if you're without one. Right, that's the mobility for rotations, guys. See you later.